Most of the country's in snow except for our brother Mo Taylor.
Hey, listen, the Arctic blast hit Phoenix. Don't let them tell you no different. It's the high today is like 68. It made me throw the quarter zip on so I could just, feel good about myself. 68 high today.
The quarter zip is crazy. The quarter zip is insane. The quarter zip is insane, dog. No, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Um,
No doubt.
got a lot going on, dog. We sent the playlist earlier. Uh, Giannis kind of getting annoyed. I'm kind of getting tired of
I'm past
everything
that.
going on there.
Yeah.
Um, a few miles down from Milwaukee, Derrick Rose had his retirement yesterday. I know we got different opinions on that. And then earlier, Baxter, Baxter Holmes, released a pretty damning piece on the Lakers and the Bus family and everything going on there. And um, also, Rich Paul has been making the podcast rounds, doing God knows what.
I'm really disappointed in Rich. Really disappointed.
So we got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. What would you like to start at first?
Let's go Derrick Rose retirement, man. Me and you have different views on this. Um, Being a hardcore Detroit Pistons fan, I really, to me, there's like different tiers of how you want to honor a player. Like, in my opinion, like a player like Vinny Johnson, like a core player who's been with the team, say they don't win a championship. A core player that's been with the team 7, 8, 9, 10 years. He's been stable, he's been professional, he's been in the community. That guy needs to be honored. Now, in my opinion, that don't mean he need to be honored with his jersey being retired, but he definitely deserves to be honored. When it comes to D Rose, myself personally, I'm all about like the jersey retirement for me. Those are champions. Like you got to be a champion to get your jersey retired. That means nobody's gonna wear this jersey in the history of the franchise. To earn that right, you got to win a championship. And so, I you know, I'm not a fan of D Rose game, but I understand the magnitude he had being a hometown kid from that city. To me, I would have created a ring of honor and put him there. But then how you highlighted to me yesterday, they got Jerry Sloan and Bob Love. So, you got those two guys. uh, You got to put Derrick Rose up there. And we talked about this in the group chat. I'm not a Paul Pierce fan whatsoever. Respect this game and that stuff, but I'm not a Paul Pierce fan. But I get that sucker credit. Way before Boston was good, like when they were in the doldrums, he was like, the only player there. They asked him,
And he was a
"You
looter in the riot.
yes, yes, that's exactly what it was. They were nasty, and he wasn't changing the course of them winning." They asked him, "Do you think you deserve your jersey retired?" And he said, "No." He said, "Everybody up there is a champion except for Reggie Lewis. The Reggie Lewis is the only jersey retired by Boston that's not a champion." Now, what you highlighted and made me kind of back off my stance was Boston legacy is built on championships. You don't have an honored legacy in Boston unless you win a championship. That ain't what Jerry Reinsdorfer's on, and that ain't what Chicago's on. So to wrap that up, man, I'm okay with. I wasn't for it, but I'm okay with Derrick Rose being honored and his legacy being honored, being a Chicago kid.
Yeah, I mean, growing up in that time, we were right around the same high school classes. D Rose
Oh,
meant something different for Chicago area
ooh,
basketball and high school off bail. Like,
yes, Simeon
he,
High.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
he was a legend in high
Because
school.
you got to think like, I mean, and this doesn't necessarily mean these guys are going to be pros, but in high school, you're competing against millions of players, and then one of the five best players in the country are from your city. It makes your city have more prominence in high school basketball, if that makes sense.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
Chicago is a great hotbed for basketball, but
Mm,
very rarely does I think like Detroit, New York, like they don't automatically every year have a top five guy. And Derrick
that is
Rose
correct.
was
That is
at
correct.
the highest order of guys
Yes.
at that time,
Yes. Yes.
electrifying. Like,
Ooh, we.
he's one of the earliest YouTube highlight machines
Yes.
ever.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Viral for sure.
yeah, so his meaning, like, I think it transcended the Bulls. His
Correct.
meaning transcends what it means to, like, what's going on for the Bulls. Now, him winning the MVP solidifies it. I think he still has a really, really good chance of get his jersey retired or ring of honor or whatever you call it, even if he doesn't win the MVP. Just because people got to remember from that time at the 1998 at the Michael left, it was bad.
Ooh, it
It
was
was
it
bad
was
for the Bulls.
it was dark. It was dark. It was
Got
definitely dark.
super dark, and they had this sense of, oh, we're one of the big dog teams when they had Michael and we'll be back there, and it's like, no, like, you talk about the quote all the time. Jerry Krause, right? He said
Yeah.
organizations win championships, and
Yeah,
that's just
he
a
lost me on
flat
that.
out lie.
Yeah, yeah, he lost me on that one, man.
It's a flat out. It's
Yeah.
an absolute flat out lie.
You got the players. You got the players. Like if you got the players, it don't matter. I don't give a hell how good the organization is. If
Yeah,
RC Buford and Pop don't get David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, if they don't get those players, they ain't winning no championship, bro.
yeah,
And that's not knocking them. That's anybody.
yeah.
The players win it. The players about 80% of it, bro. That you got to get talented players to win consistently.
No,
Organizations can help. They don't win it.
I always tell people that a coach can ruin a championship. Like, bad organizations can
I,
mess up a
yes.
championship team for sure. But I mean, we seen that in Philly with my Eagles this year. Like, having a bad OC, like, there's no way we should be playing this weekend. But that's another point. Um, so just reflecting on D Rose' career, he made a couple of Eastern Conference Finals. He won a MVP that, looking back on it,
2011. Yeah.
2011, looking back on it, had more to do with him not being LeBron than his game. And his game was amazing. Then his game was absolutely terrific.
He earned the
He had
MVP.
a
He earned the MVP. No question he's the
Yeah,
MVP. He earned
but
it.
more of it was, oh, we're not giving it to LeBron James. Like, that
Yes,
was the media sentiment. We're not doing that. We'll
yeah,
give it to
yes.
anybody.
Yes. That definitely was the media sentiment. We're not giving it to LeBron.
Where would you have him as, just and you look back on it, Mo, it's only like a 4-year run. Like, that's
Yes.
the thing
Yes.
about it. And
Yes.
those injuries came quick. They robbed him of all his explosiveness, his athleticism, everything that made him the player that he was. It robbed him really, really quick. Like, just what do you put his career in perspective compared to his contemporaries, the Russell Westbrooks, the John Walls? Um,
Oh, that's a great question. I wasn't ready
yeah,
for that either. I'm gonna go. Ooh, he's definitely without a doubt,
you don't have
and
to give a ranking. Just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah.
about, yeah,
Yeah, without a doubt, he's the most explosive point guard ever. You know what I'm saying? Just his explosiveness and how dynamic he played. He's the most, and I love Russell Westbrook. And he's more athletic and more explosive than Russell Westbrook. Um, I think again the what if game we could play all the time, but I do think he was on his way to having a Hall of Fame career. But um, what he did show was you could build a team around him and had high level success, which you can't say that for a lot of guys his size. And
no,
that's really a testament. There's not a lot. Me and you talk about this all the time. In terms of champions, what is it? Two? Isaiah and Steph are the only
that's
two
it.
that's won a championship built around a 6 foot something guard as the best player. There's not. It's hard. And to me, D Rose legacy is at his best, you could build a championship contending team with him as your best player. And he showed that. Allen Iverson, much as I don't like Allen Iverson, they made it to the finals with him as the best player. That is really hard when your best player is that small. It don't happen. Study the NBA. It don't happen. So that I give him respect for because you can build a championship contender team around D Rose, and to me, that's his legacy. To me,
Yeah, and we got comments rolling in. Theo brought up the fact, and great point. He's the youngest NBA
peace.
MVP in league history.
We miss you,
Um,
baby.
Ho coming in with the comparison of Brandon Roy, Grant Hill, kind of the same scenarios of injuries
Oh
coming
my
in really, really
God. We
early.
got we gotta do a pod just on that, Rome. We gotta do a pod just on I don't know how we put it together. What if Brandon Roy, Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, D Rose, fucking Nate Archibald. Oh my God, man.
Len Bias is the number one of all.
Mhm.
Like I've
Oh my
always stopped
God.
people. Len
God.
Bias is the number one of all
Oh
that.
my God.
The
No
number
question,
one,
bro. I
hands
can't even
down.
I cannot even imagine Larry Bird playing with Len Bias. This is like it was gonna be a Red Auerbach probably was hitting that stogie. It was like, I can't wait to fuck Magic up. We are gonna fuck the Lakers up. I know that's what Red was thinking. Bro, can you imagine
Duh,
that? Len Bias, wait, Bird move that ball?
duh. I mean, they still had McHale, they still had Paris, they still had DJ. They still had great role players, and then they just bringing in this 6 foot
Dog,
9 power
dog,
forward athlete monster into a system.
dog. I
That's
can't even
the
imagine Bird just whoop, whoop. Go
and
get
I
it,
tell
big
y'all
fella.
what, all the people out there, the internet stuff. Bill Walton is another great one. Hove. Ralph Sampson not so much, but the one that always gets thrown in there is Tracy McGrady, and he ain't no damn what if. He didn't take care of
No,
his
no,
body. He had a
yeah,
long
yeah,
career, and he just
yeah,
didn't get it done. I don't want to hear
yeah.
no what ifs would do.
No,
And
no,
I used to
no,
be a T Mac guy, but ain't no what ifs with him. Like he always
no,
in the meme, and I just be looking like, do y'all know y'all basketball history? He's nowhere
no,
near Derrick Rose, Grant Hill, Brandon Roy level of injuries. That Buster
yo.
didn't take care of his body, didn't care about winning, didn't care
Yes,
about winning,
start
and then
there, start
yeah,
there.
and then that's how your career ended up. That's where we're at with that.
We're good.
Um, so I'm starting to get annoyed too, though. I'm starting to get seriously annoyed with Giannis.
Mm,
Giannis, and he's being petulant. He wants his cake
yes.
and eat it too. Um, you signed the contract. Like I'm becoming real like the
Pro
board of
management.
governors. Yeah, man. Like
Getting real pro.
you,
And this is a trip. You used to be very pro player. Now you
yeah.
becoming now you becoming very pro management.
Well, in the NBA, the problem that I have with the NBA is this, and football is different because they can cut you. They decide they
Right,
want to eat
right,
the money.
right,
In the
right.
NBA, you got a guaranteed contract.
Correct. Correct.
Y'all can't have it both ways and say, okay, if I sign this contract, no matter what happens, the
Y'all gotta
most
pay me.
recent, yeah, y'all gotta pay me out throughout the whole thing. The most recent one is Brad Bill. I ain't, I'm getting paid as much of the money as I possibly can. Cool. You gotta show up to work then,
Yes.
and then you can't sit here and dictate uh uh where you getting traded to at the same time. If you sign a contract and you want all the money to come with it. Like it can't be both ways. So we got Giannis who had outs of getting out of Milwaukee. He's already run a championship there. He's already been a league MVP there. Absolutely amazing. And I'll be honest with you. You should have asked for the trade the day that they brought Doc Rivers in there. Like
Correct. That should have been where the eject button. That should have
have you
been the
been paying
eject button.
attention? Have you been paying attention
Yeah.
at all at this what this man's work is? What he come to do is
Yeah, bro.
lose in the second round up 3-2. And,
Yes. That's
and
Doc
lose.
Rivers. That's Doc
That's the
Rivers.
Doc Rivers special. Losing the second round up 3-2.
I'm very disappointed, man, because me and you are both Giannis fans. I'm a huge Giannis fan. To see his ascension. Look at Giannis, his first, second year, that body and what he did to transform his body, transform his game is astronomical. There's nobody even heard of him when they drafted him and what he turned himself into. So I was a huge fan. The dude in Milwaukee and Giannis. he kind of implied and we could kind of speculate this part, but Giannis had this like badge of honor. I'm not doing super teams. Like I'm not doing what LeBron did. You know what I mean? And so that was kind of always like in the background. And now he don't want to eat them words and look bad and won't demand a trade. Like, look, man, if you don't want to be there, don't play the games. Stand on it. Just stand on it and say, I don't like where this franchise is at right now. I don't see it winning. I want to go somewhere else. Just say it and stand on it. What's really annoying and I'm really not respecting about Giannis is this sneaky, girly, not standing on what he want to do. Just be flat out and say, I want to be traded. My time here, you won them a championship. You don't owe them anything. And this is the crazy part, Rome. We see this all the time with a lot of athletes. Two off the top of my head, Detroit Lions, Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson. They wanted to set up shop in Detroit after their career is over because they're not going to get treated nowhere else better than they are in Detroit. So a lot of athletes, when they have a lot of success, they come back to that city, set up business, do color commentating, be a ambassador for the franchise because that fan base loves them so much. I don't see Giannis
Derrick
ever
Rose.
coming back
Derrick
to
Rose is a
Milwaukee.
perfect example of that. I mean,
Absolutely,
it's his
absolutely.
city, but yeah.
Yeah, so I don't see why Giannis won't do the divorce or like why won't he stand on it. Like I don't see him coming back to Milwaukee when his career is over. To me, it's just he don't want the fraud look of you talking about LeBron and now you about to do a LeBron. That to me what I think what it is, in my opinion. And I'm just speculating, but that's what I think it is. And I'm sick of it. I'm really disappointed in Giannis.
Yeah. No, so I got some deals for you.
Yo, you on fire.
Uh
You actually brought your A game today. You're on fire.
that,
You actually,
that
you actually,
you know what?
that's
I'm not gonna let you sidetrack me. 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 All right. So we'll start here. You are would you like to be the Milwaukee GM or
no.
the
Give me
team?
the team.
You are the Houston Rockets.
Oh, I like this already.
All right.
Let me hear the
Fred
names.
Fred Van Fleet, obviously for uh money
Okay, salary
purposes.
cap.
A 2027 first round pick,
Whoa,
Alperin
wait a second. Back up. No, it's got to be 2026, bro. This draft is stacked.
2027, 2027. 2026 is this year.
That's
2027 is the next year.
I need this year's draft. Go.
Oh,
2027.
yo, my fault. You right. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, got you. I don't even know.
2026.
I don't even know if Houston got their pick, but we'll look.
That's true. Which
They
2026
might
pick,
not. Yeah.
Fred Van Fleet. Who else?
Tari Eason, Alperin Shingun.
Oh, that's a ooh. If I'm Milwaukee, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm doing that. If
Pick
I'm
which one you
Houston,
gonna be. You gonna be the team or you gonna be Milwaukee?
I'm gonna be the team. If I'm the
Okay.
team, I'm saying no to that trade, and I'm throwing in Reed Shepard and a second pick, and I'll do that. You're not getting Sun Game. Giannis and Sun Game is playing together. So it's a no.
No Shingun. Yeah,
No
that that
Sengun. No.
that's
Yep. I'm
that's not
not
gonna
good.
work. It's got to be,
I
or it's gonna be. Amen. You
throw that
pick.
twin in there. Throw that twin in there. Throw that twin in there. Yep. Throw that twin in there. Yep. Throw that twin in there. That's for you, Frank. That's for you, Frank. That's for you, Frank. Throw that twin in there. I'm giving you the twin, two first round picks. Okay. I'm giving you the twin, two first round picks,
Oh,
two two first round
oh.
picks, two first. And this is wrong. Listen, wrong. If I don't have the 2026, I give you the 27 and the 29. Two first round picks, the twin, and Reed Shepard.
The twin dog.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my
For
god.
Giannis, do Dude, Giannis, Shingin, and KD, man, we straight. We coming out the
Yeah,
West.
yeah,
We coming out the West.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Next team.
San Antonio Spurs.
Mm.
And I know the consensus is we don't want to touch this. We don't want to touch nothing that's going on here. That's the consensus. But Stephon Castle, Harrison Barnes, Kelly Olynyk, Jordan McLaughlin, a 2027 first from the Hawks, a 2029 first, 2032, and all of them is unprotected.
So back up. Them picks that you just mentioned was picks. Them San Antonio was picks now that's coming from prior trades.
One of them is the 2027 is from the Hawks. The 2029 and 2032 are both from San Antonio.
Oh shit, I don't give a shit about man. Fuck them picks. Let me go. Yes. I don't want to lose Castle. I would try to counter with the boy from Rutgers. He playing nice too. Dylan Harper playing nice. I would
You're gonna
counter
need
with
that guard. I'd rather had a guard. I'd rather had the
I
point
like
guard.
Castle.
I
like
love Castle,
man.
I love Castle.
That's a tough.
Dylan Harper's going to be the better player in the long run. Trust
You
me.
think so? He looking good,
no
bro.
question.
He looking good. He looking
Listen,
good.
It's his first year in the league. He's a rookie, and he's playing
He don't
behind
look the part.
Fox. And Fox is out cold, right? Like Fox is hooping
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you know what I'm
Fox
saying?
balling. Fox
And
is balling. Fox
he
is
just
balling.
getting in where he fit in, and it's his first year. So
He looking really good. He definitely first team all rookie, without a doubt. He looking nice. That's a yes. I'm doing that trade. Yep, I'm
this
doing
is
that
the
trade.
one. This is the one that I think actually gets done if push comes to shove. If he actually puts his name on something. You're the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns, Pacome Diete.
How you talking about?
Yeah, I'm glad you do because who he play for? Tyler Kolek.
He
20
blacker than the Ace of Spades.
A 2026 first round pick, top 8 protected from the Wizards.
They had
20
that pick right now as we speak. That's a Knicks pick right now.
Yeah, they get it from the
Okay,
Wizards.
so my fault.
Well, no. Top 8 protected. The Wizards will be in the top 8 this year.
Yes,
They absolutely.
yeah. But look at the top 8 protected. If it's not top 8, the Knicks get it. Okay, I'm trading that pick.
A 2028 first round swap, the worst of the Bucks Trailblazers for Knicks. A 2030 first round swap, the worst of the Bucks Trailblazers or Knicks. A 2032 first round swap. So potentially the swaps. It ain't just a straight pick, so you got to give up yours, but 3 swaps, 1 first, and Karl Anthony Towns for Giannis.
Man, the Knicks is doing that in a heartbeat, bro. The Knicks is doing that in a heartbeat.
I think the Bucks is the one. The Bucks is the
Yeah, the Knicks do that in a heartbeat.
See,
If that happens, I think that definitely tilts the East to them. If they only give up Karl Anthony Towns and that African, they're coming out the East. They're coming out the East. They're coming out the East. Now let me ask you this question though. Let me ask you a question on that trade. Do you think because Giannis, one thing I don't like about Giannis' game, I don't like him initiating the offense. Like to me, he had the ball in his hands, which is a trip because when they was winning, the ball was in his hands. Do you think they could work him and Jalen Brunson with him not having the ball in his hand as much?
It's a very simple 1-4 pick and roll.
Yes.
I don't see what the hold up what that would be. That's why I prefer. That's how I would use Giannis in the first place. Like you're not going to be getting downhill. Let's make it easier for you. Come out this pick and roll, and the defense is rotating to you or trying to help or decide because that's how you're going to get most of these guys' shots is you being the screen man because the guard going to want to stay with you, the big is going to want to stay with you, and then you navigate it from there. But guys just don't. It's a comfortability with playing in that uncertain area of rolling and the ball in the air, and I don't know what's going on behind me. That's a lot of people struggle with that because they don't have that big training at a young age.
That's true. That's definitely true. I never put much thought on that. But that's definitely true. I just, I'm a LeBron fan, obviously, but like this sentiment in the NBA, and it's only the NBA where this happens, where the best player has to dominate the ball. That's not what you're good at, bro. That's not what you're good at. That's not your strength. That's not what you're good at. I don't want Giannis. I want Giannis getting the rebound, kicking it, sprinting. Like that's not your strength.
Well, they
So
made
do what you're
positions for a
best.
reason. Like that, like why this positionless basketball and all this stuff? Like, yeah, that sound good, dog. Nikola Jokic still had Jamal Murray initiate offense in the playoffs.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
all that's well
yes,
and good, and Jokic still gonna do a lot of that. But at the end of the day, he still needs Jamal Murray on the court, and
yes.
that's what you're running into. Is these guys still need, like they try to just like X out the point guard. Anybody could just bring the ball up the court. Like no,
Sheesh.
anybody cannot just bring the ball up the court. This is one of the most sacred positions in sports. It takes a certain style and mindset to play point guard in any level of basketball.
Any level, at a high level, and be efficient. Kevin
Yeah,
Garnett said a great quote. He said, "You talk about this caramel guard and positionless basketball until you get to the fourth quarter and you can't execute an offense because
I
that's
thought
what
you
you
go.
need to execute."
I thought you was gonna reference. I thought you was about to reference Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett saying LeBron ruined the All Star game. That's what I thought. That's
That's
what
a
I thought
whole
you was
other
going
debate.
next.
That's a whole other debate. That's a whole other debate.
All
KG's
right,
KG's absolutely great on his podcast, by the way, too. He's absolutely great.
man. From a KG hater, that is high praise. Anyway,
No, he's great.
uh,
Here we go.
the
Now we doing jabs now. Now we doing jabs. Okay. Next,
the
man. Come on, man.
the Golden State Warriors. Um, Jimmy Butler, Pods, Moody, and every pick, everything that you can possibly get, everything under the
Run that.
table,
Run that.
everything. I
Run
want
that.
everything.
Run it. Run that. Run that. Run that. I'm going to say, leave Steph out the picture and take whatever you want.
Yeah, leave Steph, leave Draymond, leave me
Yep.
with
Yep.
Wiggins. Take him.
Yep. You can take him.
Definitely
Yep.
Kaminga. Kaminga will be in the deal. Kaminga will be in the deal. And
Yes.
this is a problem with the aprons, right? Because like you talked about with the Knicks thing, the Knicks traded all them picks for Mikal Bridges. In the old days, what would happen is Towns would be a part of the deal to go to Milwaukee. Bridges would go over here. We get these picks back to send to Milwaukee. We get Giannis. That team gets Bridges or whatever that think they need a playoff boost. However, it need to work. Now we can't do 3-team deals no more. We can't do
Yeah,
the
it's
large
awful,
4 or 5
man.
team deals no more.
Poindexter Adam Silver should be ashamed, man. Like player movement is a foundation of the NBA. Big trades, they revitalize interest, they give teams hope. Like it's like the trade deadline in the NBA almost was like a national holiday, bro. We just everybody anticipating, everybody wants to see it. With these aprons, it's basically over. It's basically over. And so I'm really disappointed. That's got to change. I think after this season, they got to come. They got to tweak the CBA, and there's got to be more player movement, man. There's got to be.
Well, one of my players just hopped in the chat and said Butler just got hurt and is 50. Easy pick. No, I swear to God, man. I try not to laugh around them a lot because they start thinking they funny for real. But they be saying a lot of funny stuff, dog. I just keep it moving and I don't laugh at it. But they be saying a lot of funny stuff, dog. He said dog is 50. That's breaking me up.
dog, dog. Teenagers think 30 is like 90. They thinking you 30, dog. You old as hell.
Yeah, dog. Like next week we gonna be visiting you in the home. Like that's where you going next, dog. Butler just got hurt in 50 is crazy, dog. Anyway, okay. So Bill Simmons brought this one up. I would hang up the phone off rip. And that's what Joe House and Ryan told him on Chris Ryan told him on the pod. But if they are, you're the Sixers, and the Bucks call and they want VJ Edgecombe, and it's like hell no.
No, we can't do that, bro. Under no
No, I can't do that.
circumstance.
Nope. Nope.
VJ Max is not part of any trade.
I just don't want to even. I don't even want to know what it looks like to have Giannis and Embiid on the court at the same time. I just don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah,
That sounds disgusting. It sounds
yes,
absolutely disgusting.
yes.
So you want to do my team or your team next?
Uh, let's do my team, brother. Let's do
Here come the pitchforks and
it.
they lighting the fires now. Okay. Tobias Harris, Jay Ivey, 2 first-round picks, and you got to pick now between one or the other,
Holland.
Holland or Stewart.
Holland. You made this trade so easy. Stewart, Tobias, Jay Ivey, 2 picks. We doing that deal. We're doing that deal.
I don't know.
I'm doing that. I'm doing that
Yeah.
deal. I'm doing that
Yeah.
deal. And let me say this too, man. Let me say this too.
It's probably gonna have to be more picks. Now that I think about it, it's
Yeah.
probably got to be more picks.
I'm gonna say this too. I get it. Like so for the record, the Detroit Pistons are doing far better than I imagined. I thought they would be a 6 through playing team this season. So they're I was so wrong. Trajan has done a lot of good things. I get it. The chemistry is great. Stewart and Tobias Harris are huge reasons why the chemistry is great. I just look at we had Giannis. We're a championship contending team right now. Like the expectation at that point is we're the best team in the East and we're challenging Oklahoma City. Um, Giving up that depth and Stewart and in that trade scenario, I would give up Stewart. Although Ron Holland has not showed me that he's going to be an all-star player, I would like to give him one more year because I'm being honest. This for you, Frank. Twin is not going to be an all-star. Let's be very clear. He's going to be a good
So
player.
you just out on the Twins. You're out on the Twins all the way.
They're not all-stars. I think the Twins can be 4th best players on championship teams. It can help you win. Like they're chemistry guys, they're athletes, they're very good defenders who I think will be great defenders. I don't see either one as multi-time all-stars. They're too limited offensively. So I like Twin. And I would keep him. I don't think Ron Holland's gonna be as good as him. I would like to give Ron Holland one more year. I'd like to give Ron Holland one more year. But if Giannis is on the table and Milwaukee's calling, I'm making that trade. And I'm gonna keep Stewart. I'm gonna keep Holland and trade Stewart. I'm gonna trade Stewart.
There's gonna be more picks. It probably had to be 4
Yeah.
picks or something. But I mean, if I'm the Pistons, I'm looking at the Milwaukee Bucks. If I'm giving you Stewart, like he's a defensive player of the year candidate for sure. All defensive team, probably in the running to be most improved. Like I'm not giving you just scrap.
Frank loving all that. Frank loving all that.
I didn't see it coming.
He's having no, not at all. This is above and beyond what I saw Isaiah Stewart, without a shadow of a doubt. So like you said, man, I'm giving you Isaiah Stewart is a quality player on any team. So I'm giving you him, bro. You're not getting all them picks. I'm not giving you all them picks, dog. I'm giving you 2 picks, Jaden Ivey, Tobias, 2 expiring contracts, Stewart, and 2 picks. Run me that Giannis. If I'm the Pistons, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I mean, you're gonna throw Karis LeVert in there just because he just needs to go.
Yeah,
every time I look up, Karis LeVert is doing something awful on the court.
Yeah, man, he had to do a stand-up comedy.
Yeah, no, I actually really like that deal. I don't know if Milwaukee would take that in division, but Cade and Giannis together.
Oh my God,
keeping
bro.
DJ, keeping Osser, keeping Duren. Your favorites to win the East.
Yes, we're the favorites at that point. We're the favorites. Like, and I'm talking about wrecking shop throughout the playoffs.
Yeah. So Miami, Hero, Bam or Ware, whatever at this point is Bam or Ware is not. You had to take Ware, Bam or Ware, Hero, Jovic, and as many picks as they can come up with. That would be the deal. And Terry Rozier's contract that's expiring. Um, and like
I
somebody
don't
said,
think
they
Rose
just just put it in the deal and make Adam Silver turn it down. Like, okay, so
is
is he charged or not?
right. I I would do this if I'm Milwaukee, Miami. The thing is that I would want to keep Bam, so I would give up Ware, keep Bam, and give everybody else up. And I think that right there makes Miami a top 3 to 5 team. They're not in the playoff, in the play-in with Bam, Giannis, Jaime, and what's the other good player? They got to give up Ware. They got to give up Hero. That's a playoff team, not a
Oh,
play-in.
you talking about
That team's in the
Norm
playoff.
Powell?
Yes, Norm Powell. There you go. They got for the Clippers.
Uh,
Yes, yes,
so
they got that.
let me just run this by you real quick because make sure you understanding what you're saying. That the lineup is Davion Mitchell, Norm Powell, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Giannis, and
Giannis
Bam.
and Van, bro. That team's legit. That team's legit. That team's legit, bro. That team's legit. That team is legit, bro. That team's legit. That
Yeah,
team is legit. I'm liking that. If I can keep Bam, I'm doing that if I'm Miami. I'm doing that. You can have the picks. That team is legit,
yeah,
bro. That team is legit.
yeah. All the swaps, all the picks you can come up with, all the
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah,
Um,
all that, whatever makes it work. Whatever makes it work. I'm doing, and I like Ware. I think Ware's gonna be a good player. I think Ware's gonna be an all-star. And not in a long time. But I want if I'm getting Giannis, if you get Giannis, you're trying to win a championship within the next 3 years. This plus 2 years. You're trying to win right now. And I don't think Ware will be a championship ready player, like a one or a two, until maybe year 3. So I'm doing that trade if I'm Miami.
well, the other part that you run into is that Bam is no longer the young up and coming star either.
That's
Like
true. That's true. That's true. That's true. He's
Bam is
getting
getting
along on
up
the two.
there. Yeah. So you need to go in. I think Pat is just really just waiting on him to put him on the table, and then he will send in an offer, and Milwaukee will have to decide what they want to do. But they have yet to say, hey, this is what we're doing, and I think it's getting to that point
Right.
because
It's getting
it's
closer.
all
He
it's
just
getting closer.
he just he just said he got an injury and he's out 4 weeks. He just
He
said that.
diagnosed
So
himself before he went to the doctor. All right, so this is the start the Death Star music trade. This is the end of the world trade right here. The Oklahoma City Thunder calls. It's the Clippers pick. It's what other picks that they have in the war chest?
they
That
got
they have
they got
95 of them. Here
yeah, they
go
got a
5 of
plethora of
them.
picks.
Yeah, here go 5 of them from bad teams, not ours. That's the
Yep.
that's the part where
Yep.
OKC is.
Yes,
we
dog.
know we
We
know you
got
don't want ours.
yeah,
We got some
we got
Clippers you
we
can
got
pick from
yes, we got some high lottery picks. We got some high lottery picks
from some
and a
nasty
stacked draft.
teams. From
And a
some
stacked
nasty
draft.
teams. Yeah, we got
Yes.
we got some of this Utah. You like some of that Utah? You can get you can get this if they outside the top 3. The Clippers, and some other stuff in the future. So all those are on the table. Um, plus one of the role players is nice as hell. They got 1 or 2 of those they can just throw out there. They're off the bench, Mitchell or the shooter. They can
Yep.
just throw
Yep.
1 or 2 of them in there. Plus Chet.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm definitely doing that. I'm definitely doing that. I think that makes them repeat. Um, and I think it makes them. I mean, if you ask me right now to bet money, I would bet money on Oklahoma City wins the championship this year. If they got Giannis and the only thing they really gave up was Chet, oh man, I'm betting the house. Like at that point, I'm betting the house. Like I don't think they're even close. I think they run through the West and they win the finals in 5. If with with the team they got now, and the only thing they're losing is Chet, Shea Gilgis Alexander with Giannis is sheer destruction, brother. Sheer
I,
destruction.
and that's part of the reason why I think. I mean, obviously Miami will be involved with making something happen. Golden State will obviously be making the phone calls. Um, but for the 3 teams that's like, I think the 3 title contenders to me outside of Denver, Denver is pretty much set. The three title contenders this year is Detroit, San Antonio, Oklahoma City. I'm looking at all three of those teams. It's like, yeah, like this isn't this amorphous piece, right? If he's out there and he's going to get traded, and you're acting like, well,
We got to be
no,
honest.
we don't need that.
Yeah,
Well, guess what? He's
yeah,
going somewhere else. Somebody
yep,
else might get him that might be in your way. The Knicks, the Spurs,
yes,
Oklahoma City
yeah,
get him, or the Spurs get him,
yep,
vice versa.
yeah,
And he
man.
and then they become a real legitimate threat depending on what they give up. So you can't just
That's the
sit back and
problem.
say we're good.
Yeah, that's it. No, you cannot under no circumstance. Because again, if the Knicks get Giannis, and especially if they give him a package that Trajan could have gave up, that's all, and we lose to them. That's an awful look. You can't stand back and watch Giannis on the trade block and coming like we straight because whoever he goes to, he elevates that team.
I'm gonna rank them like this in terms of who has the best stuff to give up to get it. Like if they went all in to get them and still have enough left. Like
Oklahoma
they're not
City.
trading their stars. Oklahoma City 1, San Antonio 2, Detroit 3, Houston 4. I don't even think the Knicks can offer better than
No,
Miami.
no, they
Like
can't. They
legitimately,
can't.
they can't.
No, they
Like
can't.
the Knicks
They
is
can't.
that like if they let the Knicks come through and swoop for what they could give up, then those teams should be kicking themselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
pissed.
Nobody wants Carl Towns as your
Yeah,
lead man. Like what? Like what are we talking about? We're not doing this.
yeah. Nobody. No, nobody wants that.
Um. So yeah, that's the Giannis trade scenarios for today. So we mentioned earlier when we go through the playlist that Baxter Holmes released a story talking about the Lakers, and it's a really good story. I haven't got a chance to read it in depth, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it and give a lot of details. I won't get into that as much. What we're gonna do is our usual riff on the jokes and the laughs of, you know, being a part of the Lakers dynasty and saga and all the stuff that come on with that. Like, first of
The
all,
soap opera.
the funniest thing that came out of it was, we all knew Dr. Jerry Buss was a playboy and, had kids
Right.
all over the place, was fine. Then we
Yes.
found out the wife had a kid just out of nowhere. And it was like, wait, what? Wait.
A lot of tricking. A lot of tricking,
Yeah,
bro. A lot of
and
tricking.
the natural born Buss kids was like, man, he ain't part of this. Like, no. You don't got no
Yes.
say so up in
Yes.
here. Um, we kind of all seen this coming though, right? Like,
Correct. Anybody with
when
some
does it not?
sense that studied it always ends bad.
Every time.
LeBron leaves, it's ugly. And so um I don't understand um like the part that's it's so layered. This is so layered. I'm gonna start from the Jenny part. I don't like this is the thing. You knew what you were signing up for when you got LeBron. You know you have to basically acquiesce to all his needs. Rich Paul and Clutch is gonna have an office, a corner office in the Lakers facility, and they're gonna call a lot of shots. And you knew that when you got in bed with him. Magic agreed to that with Jenny's blessing when he went over to LeBron's house and got him to come as a free agent. The reason why I really believe this, me and you talked about this a lot of times. The thing that I believe Magic and LeBron agreed upon, I think Magic wanted to see the young players flourish, and I think LeBron said, I'm giving that shit 1 year. AD's a free agent. If this doesn't work, go get AD. And they did that. And so Jenny knew what she was getting. So like, I don't want to hear this begrudgingly. You knew what you were doing. You signed up for it. You didn't have to trade for LeBron. You hadn't won a title in ages. More importantly, before LeBron, there was no championship remotely in distance. So they're not looking at none of this stuff. So you basically said, I'll give up everything just to be relevant again. That what you did when you signed LeBron. And like you said, every place he's been at after the first trip in Cleveland, he demands a lot. And you knew that and you gave it to him. So I don't understand why she's doing this Monday morning quarterback when you knew up front what you were getting. Now, the only thing I can equate it to is maybe this. It's always one thing to expect how something's going to go. It's another thing when you're going through it. It's a whole other thing when you're going through it. I can see her going through it saying, damn, I know he did this, but this is way worse than I ever imagined. So I can see her doing that. But at the end of the day, no one put a gun to your head to sign LeBron. You signed LeBron, you wanted him, take everything that comes with it. I don't want to hear nothing else.
So, and I keep trying to explain to people about like Bron is still hooping at a very high level. He's 41 years old. Um,
Correct.
the highest level ever for anybody 40 plus.
No
He's
question.
he's
No question.
accomplishing all that. The problem is not how he's playing. I mean, I think he's a minus defender out there. I think Luka's a minus defender. You put two minus defenders on the court at the same time, you're not gonna have a good defense. Like it's
Nope.
just that's what it
Nope. And
is.
you're not gonna
But
win it. And you're not gonna win a championship.
the problem is that you're being paid top five player money, and you're not that anymore. Like, and that's
Correct.
the
He
that's the most interesting part to me is when he leaves after this year. What is the number? What is the number that you're willing to sign at, LeBron? Are you willing to go down in your fee pretty much to the 20s, maybe even 15 to 20 range so that the team can build around the rest of the team? Um,
because let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Do you think at age 41, LeBron can be a number three on a championship contender team? Because I don't. I do not.
not night in, night out. Not night in, night out. You gonna have to have like, you know, uh
There's
San
no team
Antonio.
presently
San
I don't think there's
Antonio
a team presently
has
constructed.
Vic, they have Fox, and then they have Castle, Barnes, Keldon Johnson. They have Harper. Any of
Dylan
those guys can
Harper.
be your number three that night, right? Like anybody can step in, like damn, like he really hooping tonight and be the third best player for that time. Bron can't be in there where it's every single night, like when they was Bosh, him,
We
and Wade.
we we need you every night to produce at this level for us to win.
Yeah,
I do
and
think you're
and,
right. Though.
and
You just convinced me. I do think San Antonio he could. That's the only team I think presently constructed he can be a number three for.
well, I think there's a lot of like he can do that for Detroit. Like he can do that for Houston. He just needs to be on a team where it's not like the old Heat. It was Wade, Bosh, Brian, and then number
And then
four
you
is
just
like
the
yeah,
bottom just Norris Cole.
exactly.
The bottom just fall out.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the type of situation he needs to be in, to where he doesn't have to exude all that energy. He can take nights off and not be missed. And what comes with that is a contract that match that though.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Buddy took that last pay cut. A couple of them. I hate when people try to act like he like literally took a haircut. It was a couple $1 million. Couple $1 million off of
Right.
Miami. Ever since then, it's been a full max every
Yes.
single time.
No
I
way I'm
can't
offering
sign you
that.
to the full max no more.
Nah, I'm not even giving something close. I'm saying LeBron, at your age and your level of production, we need to get you some help. And you're gonna be the third best player. I'm gonna give you the third or fourth highest contract. I'm I, I'm giving them a 20 piece, 2 years, $40 million. And if that's not doing it, then you don't want to win because you you cannot win a you cannot win a championship if LeBron James is your highest paid or your second highest paid player. You can't. I don't think you can if he's your third highest paid player.
Yeah.
The production not there. Like you cannot rely on LeBron James to be the focal point on offense, the focal point on defense. What you need for a third best player, he can't do that day in and day out. Like you said, he needs to be where when LeBron is rolling, now we up by 20. But we can't go into every game saying we need this from LeBron. So I don't. I think it's going to end ugly. I don't think he's getting traded mid-season. Um, Let me ask this question: Do you think? Do you think we're going to segue into this with Rich Paul comments on different podcasts? Do you think Jeannie came out with this because the relationship with the new owner and Clutch and LeBron is where it's at? Because from the outside looking in, it really seems to me the moment that the new owner came in, they got Luca. They're they're not kissing LeBron's butt. The new ownership is not making LeBron the focal point that he was, that Jenny was. Do you think that has anything to do with the article coming out and what seems like the tension in Jenny's relationship with LeBron and Rich? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Yeah, in a lot of different ways, yeah. But I will I will ask you this. Well, I think we could both agree on this actually. No matter what, it was gonna change once Lucas showed up. Like that's what gave the
Correct.
go ahead for
Correct.
everything. That's the actual
Yes.
precedent set that
Yes.
okay, we got the
Yes.
replacement. We don't need you no more, and you out the door. Um,
Yes. It's just a Lucas show. It's a Lucas show.
so once you got to that point, and Brian has been handling it well. He's moved off
He
the
absolutely has.
ball. He's moved
Yes.
off the
To a level
ball.
I've never seen before. To a level I've never
Yeah,
seen before.
yeah, yeah,
Cutting to the basket.
and he's got the high IQ to do all that stuff. We always knew it's just will you suppress your ego and your me and your selfish tendencies to sacrifice for the team at that level when you've never had to give the biggest sacrifices to the team since Miami the first year. Like even after that
Yep.
first year, it was like, hey, it's his show,
Nope.
and we run everything through
Yes. We're
him.
gonna do yes.
Um, so let me ask you this: if you had to put money on it, will he waive the no trade clause before the deadline to be moved this year?
I can't see it, bro. I just, bro. I, I think he should, because I think Golden State would jump on it. I just his ego is so big. He's never been traded midseason. I can't see him suppressing his ego and going for a trade midseason. I can't. And correct me if I'm wrong. He's a free agent after this year, correct?
Yeah.
He's a free agent after this year.
Hmm.
I can't see him being traded midseason. That would shock me being traded at the deadline. The deadline
I
trade would shock me. You think he will?
no. Well, I think that honestly, the biggest problem is this, and I know you agree with this. There's no other place in the world where you would rather be LeBron James than Los Angeles.
Right,
Any star, you're a star.
right.
Any star, you will not want to be anywhere else other than Los Angeles, right? Like, and LeBron isn't just simply a player and I grab the kids and we move and we enroll them. Like, LeBron is an industry himself. He moves,
Correct.
the industry has to move with him to some certain
Correct.
extent. And
Yes.
nah, like I just think it's too much. You know, you you got the matching on one side of the town, you got another matching over here. Like it's just an out cold. And you in LA, like it's no
Yeah.
better place to be a star than Los Angeles.
Yeah, I can't see him moving. Not a trade deadline. I don't see him doing that.
Yeah. So we up on the clock. You got anything else you want to add before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I do. So real quick, both no, bro. This is serious, man. You
Okay,
on something today, bro.
okay.
You on something today. This is serious.
Okay.
You came in, you came in professional today, though. You came in doing your homework. Um, both of us are high school basketball coaches. Rome is the varsity head coach at University City. I am the JV head coach at Chandler High, assist on the varsity. Both our teams are having a lot of success. We played a team today. Sorry, Friday. We played Bastion High School. Bastion has four Division One basketball players, and they've been in the shadow of Koa Pete and Perry for 4 years. So Perry was, in my opinion, one of the best. Koa Pete's one of the best high school players I've ever seen in my life, and that team was one of the best teams I've ever seen up close. Four straight state championships. They were really good, really efficient, played well together. During this run, Basher has been very good while Perry's been good. And the thought process was okay, Koa's gone. They're not going to be as good. We're loaded with four D1 players. This is our turn to make a championship run. From the outside looking in, they don't have championship habits. Led by their two best players. One is going to University of San Francisco. He's already committed and everything. He's a point guard. The ball sticks a lot. When I say championship habits, you don't see them defending at a high level. You don't see them sharing the basketball at a high level, and they shoot a lot of bad shots. We Chandler haven't beat them in like 4 or 5 years. We beat them Friday. They lost other teams that is not as talented as them. Like four Division I high school basketball players on a regular high school team in this day and age is like a unicorn. With prep schools, you don't get four D1 guys on one team. My
Yep.
question to you is this though, Rome, is do you think do you think when teams have that type of talent, do you think it's harder to get them to play with the practice habits and the championship habits? Do you think that's a hard sell to high level players? Because you've been around them in EYBL. Is that a hard
No,
sell in your opinion?
I don't believe you're a high level player unless you got those habits though. That's my overall belief, right? Like, so are you a true high level player if you don't already have those habits? And yeah, I tell people this all the time. Like, I don't want to hear about where a guy commits or signs to. I know that's your point is at a high school level, if you got guys that's being looked at like that, you're above the rest of the pack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we making phone calls for my guys and they work hard and stuff like that. But I'm making phone calls to JUCOs anywhere, please. Like, just give them a look. You know what I'm saying? If you got guys that's
Yes,
signing
yes.
the D1, you're above most people, right? So when I look at like with the situation you saying, a guy like that going to a D1, that all that tells me is that you're gonna be finishing your career a lot lower if you don't
Correct.
have those habits.
Correct.
Because once you get to that
Yes.
D1, it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be real legit. Wars going on outside, and it's gonna be every day. It's gonna be when you step in the court. I always tell people, you don't be looking at the schedule of when you get to your college and the opponents we face. You need to be looking at the guys on that team. Cause I guarantee you, it's a
Yes.
junior or a senior or a JUCO, you second year guy that's like, nah, bro, you're not playing nothing.
We're not giving you
And
nothing. Yeah, we're not
hey,
to see
we
nothing.
ain't
You
got
have
a
to get
minute
it.
for you in here. Not at all.
That's how the players looking at him. That's how the players looking at him. You got to come in and take somebody's spot. So
Yeah,
it just it's surprising to me, but I agree with you. You're not you're not a high level player if you don't have great practice habits and the only thing you are engaged in on the court is scoring. That's not a high level player. That's not a high
yeah,
level
man.
player. And you don't win with the players. And you don't win with the players either. Those players
Yeah,
don't win.
yeah.
And the thing that
It's
in
gotten to the
studying,
point with players now that almost if you're a scorer, I need to find a quality better than your scoring to really evaluate you as a high level player. It
right,
can't be
you got to be something more
your
than
number one thing.
yeah, that can't and it can't be your only thing. The thing that really amazed me, I studied Koa his 4 years in high school. And the thing that really amazed me, his temperament, his leadership is like Tim Duncan. Like Koa played with three other Division I guys. And if he had to score 13 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, and that was going to get the win, he was okay with that. Like, and what I give them is Perry rarely shot. They rarely had bad possessions. It was rare to have a possession where it was one pass shot, two pass shots. That ball moved. With four D1 guys, that ball was moving. That ball was moving. And I give Cole credit to this. I would say hmm, there's probably about 8 times where they needed Koa, where it was like, the building's burning. You got to go in there and save the baby.
Hmm.
Every time they needed him, he elevated and played at a high level. Every time they needed him. So that let me know, I know he could do this, but he was more about winning than the individual shine. And that really, they kicked our ass twice. Well, when I was I was with them one year with Chandler when we played Perry. And after the second time, we played him senior night, bro. And it was ugly. And I
That's
told him
so
after the game, I
disrespectful.
said, yeah, it is, bro. Senior night is Busto night. You picked the Busto for senior night. And so when I shook his hand, I said, Koa, I said, the thing I really remember about you, man, is I've never seen a player as good as you, as humble as you are. And he said, thank you. He was like, man, I just want to win. And that's what I took from talking to him. And I just, like you said, Ron, I'm gonna use that from now on. You're not a high level player, man. If your best and only quality is scoring, you're not a high level player. You're not a high
Well,
level player.
I just need to see something that matches that or better than that. Do you pass the ball better?
Yes.
Do you
Do you
handle
great
the
for
ball like
others?
right?
Are you a
Like
leader in practice? Do you go hard in practice? Like there's
yeah,
there's like 25 things you can do to help us win. It can't be
yeah.
scoring number one,
Do you
and
play the
every
passing lanes at a high level? Do you box out
do
every
you set
single
good
time? Your
do you set hard
communication,
screens?
yeah.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I need to find. Okay, so what? And you know what? I'll just piggyback and add on to that. Now that we talked it out a little bit. Okay, so what is your best quality without the ball in your hand? It needs to match the level
Yes,
you're scoring. If your scoring is a B plus, and that's what I do, I'm a scorer. Okay, so what without the ball in your hands, what else is a B plus?
correct. Because
Give
usually
me
it's a
something.
D.
What
The
right
rest
when
of it is a
you
D.
coming in? I mean, it's like looking at some of these kids' report cards. Yeah, the B plus in gym, and then everything else is D's, and just just I'm
Yeah,
just keeping
dog.
it real.
Yeah,
And some of my players on the
yeah,
stream,
man.
they know what I'm talking about. They know exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna put
They
nobody
got
out there.
an
They
A. They got an A and
again,
P.
weightlifting is an A. Weightlifting is an A. And then anything without that ball is C, C minus, D, F. Like it's out there,
Yeah,
dog.
I'm going to use that wrong because at the end of the season, we got like 2 weeks left in the season for JV, and then the playoffs start. Obviously, there's no playoff for JV, but I have end of the season kind of like assessments with the parents and the players, and I'm going to ask each player. I'm going to say, okay, what do you do good without the basketball? What is the other thing you do good? And I'm going to say that's what's holding you back. That's what's holding you
Mm-hmm.
back. That's what's
Yep.
holding you back. You don't do anything else good besides score. That's what's holding you back.
So once again, I appreciate y'all coming through on this snowy Sunday. We're
Oh,
trying to
oh, one last thing. Michigan State plays Michigan this Friday. Get ready to get their ass kicked again. At Michigan State, the Breslin is going to be off the hook. Michigan right now is number 3 in the country. I think number 10. Both teams are hot, playing good basketball. We're about to dust their ass again for their coach Dusty.
let me ask you this: Will you be available for a live watch?
Live. Oh my God. Wait a second. Wrong. We play that day. If we wasn't playing, I give you the live watch. However, I will give you the live afterwards. I get home about 9 o'clock. We can jump on right then, 9 o'clock after the game. If we weren't playing, I'm giving you the live watch. Chandler plays Friday. We play Friday.
We played Thursday,
I'm
so
we play Friday. We play Friday. So
yeah.
oh my God, I wish I could do the live watch. Oh my God, I want to do the live watch. Oh my God, man.
So
Uh,
yeah, no, for us, we a lot of people from Michigan, born and raised in Michigan. I know I got some of my Missouri folks in here, all around the country, but we're gonna always lean towards a little bit of that home stuff because that's what we grew up on,
no
and that's gonna
question.
be a
No
that's
question.
gonna be a big game on Friday. Both of those teams are playing amazing basketball.
Yes.
I'm leaning toward. I got extended family in that series with Jeremy Fears. That's my guy, and I'm
He's
always
playing high level. He just had 17 points, 17 assists. The point guard. He's not a point guard. He's a point guard.
yeah, yeah. So we'll be back with more here soon again. Um,
We're gonna do a black rewatchable real soon, y'all. We're gonna do a black rewatchable
yeah, we
training
need to.
day.
The summer is when the rewatch was gonna get hit a lot because I have more time to watch some of these movies. But I like to say it again. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you was here with us, and I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.